My years.
Well, we match.
Yeah, so what is your art form?
Photography.
You do shows with your photography?
Yes, I've done a show here when it was the Lily Pad, and I've done a show here when it was 34 North, a group show, with Jack Sally, who just died, and with Nancy Hoffman. At my age, I find that the most I can do is the local shows like the Downtown Country Fair.
Right. But you don't do like set up at like craft fairs?
No, I don't have the stamina and the energy anymore. You know, if I had a helper or something. But my helper is older than I am, so.
If you get a little space in this place.
Well, I have some pictures here. I'm just selling matted prints here.
Oh yeah.
Because I find, and small ones at that, because I find that most people have already chosen their big statement pieces for like over the couch or, you know, in their
Sometimes
dining
the framing part is a personal
Exactly.
choice.
Even if they're going with smaller pictures, they may have a theme that they're already working with, like all of this kind of frame or all of that kind of frame.
Do you do a lot of digital retouching, or you're pretty much?
No, I do mostly nature work, and I do what I call enhance photos. This is one of my favorites. It's too darn hot.
So what inspires you to make your photographs and really be an artist?
Well, first of all, I believe in the good, the true, and the beautiful. I believed in that since I was a junior in high school. And for me, photographing is a meditative process. Everything disappears except me and my relationship to the subject. And I try to capture the essence of that experience in the picture that results. And that's as much a part of capturing in the moment as well as post-processing or editing or darkroom work in the old days. Except now we do it on the computer. I look for beautiful things because I've seen enough ugliness in my life, and beauty inspires me.
And you've been doing this for how long?
I started out as a 20-year-old. Actually, my very first bug was as a 5-year-old, when I was finally allowed to take my first picture at a family vacation at Cypress Gardens in Florida with an old Brownie box camera. And I was thrilled to pieces. But coming from a working class family, that was considered frivolous to spend money on film and cameras and stuff. So it wasn't until I got into college and I took a black and white darkroom course as a 20-year-old that the magic started happening. There's nothing like the magic coming up in the developer and seeing that picture gradually appear. It's fantastic. What's happening here? This was done in 2009 at Red Rock Canyon, just outside of Las Vegas. And this picture is what I'd call enhanced. The rocks were not quite so red. The sky was not quite so blue. But because of the impression it made on me, the color was emotionally emphasized for me. And that's what I focused on when I developed or post-processed the picture. This is one of my favorites. I chose to make it a sepia tone in black and white to remove the color from this one because the color was a mumbo jumbo of visual expression. Whereas now you can focus and see boat, 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 and you can see the pilot boat that helps to bring the other boats in. This one is very special to me. This is called From Lonnie to Lonnie, because as some of you may know and others don't, I lost my son 4 years ago to an accidental overdose. He had given this to me the day before Mother's Day in 2013, because he was leaving like at 5 o'clock in the morning on Mother's Day to go serve as a volunteer in Africa for a medical program, bringing rural villages medical assistance in southern Zambia. This was taken at my son's grave shortly after he died, and the flowers had started to die while others were still growing. And for me, that whole experience of losing my son has brought a lot of blessings with it, and this picture is one of them, as is this one. These are some things that 2 of the children who loved him brought to his grave. This is my book, The Red Lily. It's made up of a combination of pictures and text. And some of the text is real short. It's just to explain not so much the picture as it is to give the picture some background meaning. It's a series of pictures about a difficult relationship, but it doesn't have to be any particular difficult relationship. It can be a multitude, and I've had a multitude in my life, but they've all helped me grow in different ways, and hopefully this will help other people grow. And the good thing about it is that a portion of the proceeds will be given to NAMI, which is the Connecticut National Alliance for the Mentally Ill, because I have bipolar disorder, and that's my main goal, is to be a role model for other mental health clients and their families. Nobody ever gave me hope that I could get better. But the photography had a huge role to play in my becoming normal.
Yes.
Because I found after my diagnosis changed from major depression, recurrent severe, to bipolar disorder, I found that I would be okay if I managed my stress in the same way that a diabetic manages their sugar.
Right.
But without managing the stress, and those of us with affective disorders are much more inclined to experience stress at a higher level compared to the average person. In August, I was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and on paper it says I'm ready for the morgue, but I don't present that way, and I believe that attitude has an awful lot to do with it, both with the mental health and with cancer. I plan to give this a run for its money. I believe that my deep faith, which I've had all my life, I've been to a variety of churches. At one point I was going to be a nun, even up in my freshman year of college, until I decided I hadn't really given the world a chance. Well, I never got back from the world. I'm looking for the spirituality and the lessons I'm supposed to learn through this experience of cancer. And because of it and the physical limitations I have at the moment, I have not been able to do a lot of photography with the chemo, and I'm getting ready to do chemo tomorrow, a new chemo because the other one stopped working. So I would just ask for your prayers or sending energy, healing energy, so that we all can live in hope. Thanks.
Definitely.